is Kavod Shabbat. We mentioned this on Shabbat. There's a chiyuv to have Kavod to Shabbat. You have to give Kavod to Shabbat. How do you give Kavod? So Chamavadi brings down from the Gemara that you have to switch your clothing. You can't wear the same clothing you wear during the week on Shabbat. Which means you have to have a special suit before Shabbat. A special suit. You have to prepare a suit that you wear only during Shabbat. Or it doesn't have to be a suit. It could be just clothing, nicer clothing, respectable clothing, not jeans and t-shirts. And this way you're giving honor to Shabbat. And he points out that Kavod Shabbat always happens before Shabbat. You can't wake up on Shabbat thinking about Kavod of Shabbat. You have to have it from before. You have to come into Shabbat Friday night already respectable to the Shabbat. He brings down that some people had a custom. I don't know, I never heard of this, but some people have a custom that Friday night they don't change clothing. They change clothing only in the morning.
Probably in Israel, Rabbi. You should already come to shul.
So, okay. He says that's no good. You got to change your clothing already by Friday night. Chamavadi discusses an interesting point. Does one have a chiyuv to change his shoes? Is shoes included in clothing or not? Which means, could you wear a different suit, a different shirt, and underclothes, but then the shoes, you want to wear the same shoes? So he brings an interesting proof. Every morning during Birkat HaShachar, we make two brachot. The first bracha is Malbish Aromim. Hashem, thank you for giving us clothing. Then we make another bracha, Sha'asa li kol tzorki, which means, for giving me all my needs, which the Chachamim tell us is going on shoes. So he says, if shoes is included in clothing, why do you have a separate bracha for shoes? Must be, shoes is not included in clothing. Which means, clothing is Malbish Aromim. Thank you Hashem for giving me my clothing. Then there's another bracha for giving me shoes. So he says, the chiyuv to prepare yourself for Shabbat is only on general clothing. It's not necessarily a chiyuv to change your shoes. So therefore, if a person wants to wear the same shoes, he says halachically he's allowed. However, he says make sure to polish them. You don't want to come into Shabbat with your shoes looking like you just came out of a paint job. Of course, you got to be careful, especially today. You walk around in the streets with the same shoes. You come into Shabbat looking like chol mamash. It's not kavod. You have to at least polish them. However, he says, bottom line, one should definitely separate, designate shoes for Shabbat. Of course. He brings down another inyan of Kavod Shabbat, to clean the house. Sweep, mop, set a nice tablecloth, a beautiful white tablecloth. White always shows beautiful tahara, kedusha. You have to have beautiful things for Shabbat. He brings down you're supposed to have the white tablecloth from Friday night all the way till Havdalah. Shabbat is different. You have to make something different, more respectable. Kavod for Shabbat. The concept is to give honor to Shabbat in all the ways possible. This is besides the mitzvah of Oneg Shabbat, which again we mentioned yesterday. Oneg Shabbat is to enjoy yourself on Shabbat, to have good clothing and eat it on Shabbat. That's a mitzvah on Shabbat, to do all the things which give you enjoyment. Anyway, you hear that song, you have the mitzvah of Kavod Shabbat and Oneg Shabbat. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen.